Our game is here.
Sans.
TikTok. I thought it was pronounced cringe. What's your point?
I think Sans is right.
What's your point? I am what I consume, and I consume TikTok content, so...
I mean, that does explain a lot. Oof, oof. That was almost bad.
I'm not gonna lie, though. My TikTok has been pretty weak lately. I haven't had a lot of ones that I've wanted to heart. For You page needs to step it up. Anyway, who's ready for a class trial?
Class trial!
Do I, give a little more time since this time we're starting right at a class trial? Like, let's look at our extras real quick. What do we have? Event gallery.
Crown's like, let's go!
Oh, this is where we look at some pictures. Ah, yes. You know what? I just can.
There we go. I can get a reference photo from there.
Yeah, you can get reference photos from here.
There we go. Perfect.
Let's go through memory lane real fast. Bitch. Never mind. I want to see Mondo get turned into butter again, but I don't have any coinage.
Damn. I need to stop being late for these things.
Hey, there you are, Fusion.
I mean, I think
yeah, that's all we got.
the real problem, Fusion, is that we're always late.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Isn't that the real problem?
Imagine if we were early, though.
If we were early?
Oh, sorry, if we were on time. My bad.
Imagine if we were on time. Just imagine.
Imagine that.
We need to talk
world.
to Kyoko.
Oh yeah, that's right. How you doing, Kyokes? I mean, what good of the spoiler patrol if they're late? But you being on time, that's impossible. We were on time for the 24-hour stream. Took that shit seriously.
We were. Listen. Oh, that's something kind of talking. Listen.
That's still you.
Before we get started, I have to ask you. Different voice though. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely.
Oh yeah, so
Really?
I forget. This is a question for me and you. What was your game theory with Kyoko? Because my game theory right now is either A, it's a twin, or B, she's still the mastermind
She has a
somehow.
twin?
I don't know. She's the mastermind somehow.
I feel like I don't have enough information to make a good guess, so I'm kind of still throwing ideas around in my head.
I think it's very interesting that they both got here at the same time, Monokuma and Kyoko.
Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea Vadi had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting.
I'm assuming Monokuma's being controlled. That's at least what they were shoveling. That's what they were shoveling down my throat with the whole Mikura Ikusaba.
Well, and everyone keeps pointing out that Monokuma is acting different, right? Really? What question did you ask, Novell? I missed it because I had to refresh.
Oh no, I was asking Dawni what she thought.
Check DMs, Dawni.
The deal with Kyoko was, because I'm still under the thought that there's either a twin Kyoko or
Thank you.
she is the mastermind.
Now
in some way.
Now I can draw Byakuya with without having to actually Google the game. So
yes.
I can appreciate that.
She doesn't have enough information, but I don't know.
Hello, Thick.
Hello.
But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there's a god in the machine. There is. That's also one. I have 3. Beats host notification.
No.
I have 3 conspiracy. I have like 4 conspiracy theories. I still don't rule out that fucking alternate dimension. You remember what happened last night?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
Oh, well, thank you, Wicked. We appreciate the host.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school, so it's a skeleton key.
Are skeleton keys real?
Yeah?
Where can I buy one?
But that's not how it works.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's not how it works? How do you get a skeleton key then?
They're specially made.
Right, so who sells them?
No, I don't know. Anyway, don't listen to his conspiracy. I feel like the more everyone like rejects it so harshly, it makes me consider it more.
Oh, do you want to say
What?
your line?
My line?
Yeah, like how I did with spoils.
Huh?
What you said before.
What did I said before?
Oh, never mind. And you say I'm insane. Sonic Forces has changed, Novell.
What are you doing?
Fuck. That drinking one's a really good one.
What are you trying to say? What? Oh. Well,
Would you like to alert?
okay, well, he ain't here.
This doesn't explain any point though. It's just literally just a theory to explain how it works. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
gonna set up the locks to constantly change to avoid being picked. He likely has an NFC chip set up inside the skeleton key in order to have it work. That makes sense. What?
Okay.
Wait, what did Kyoko's account? I mean, I guess her being alive kind of changes things.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get into trouble, Monokuma.
Hello,
I got here just in
Kiro.
time for no TikTok. Good evening, y'all.
I am so happy for you, Kiro.
I almost didn't do it, by the way. And enjoy lurking, Wicked.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right?
You're wondering why I was late today. I just got lost in playing Persona 4 Golden. I was working.
That's perfectly fair. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Did we do it though? We don't have an alibi.
I mean,
Byakuya is gonna fucking tear into us. And the door slid shut.
wow.
This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears and the dread began to consume me once again.
There's still one person too many in this elevator, if you know what I mean.
Well. Can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still.
I didn't see Toko because your overlay blocked her. Oh, it blocked the wrong person.
After an immeasurable period of time, doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
Has he said that already? I don't feel like he has.
No.
Because we...
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
Oh.
Eee.
I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like
Can't
this.
possibly block Hero completely. His hair takes like 60% of the screen.
The time for wow.
You can do this, I believe in you.
The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show.
And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time.
Let's make this better. You know, it's just that this line is always the same. So let's change it up a little bit, shall we? I'm sorry, I'm so slow typing.
Do you not know what the name of that song is?
Nope.
It's called Mad World.
Oh.
That's the name. That's the name of the song.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not know that, so excuse me. All right, let's make this a little more fun, shall we?
Does this make it more fun?
I mean, it's a little more fitting.
Is it? Why? Why?
It is actually fitting.
Why?
They're like, dear God, this color scheme. Are you sure it was the spray binding you?
This is a terrible MIDI cover of this song.
And yet it's so
Anyway.
perfect.
And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. Deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial.
The low quality adds to it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Dawni. I appreciate your cooperation in times like these.
You're welcome.
Hi, Shonix.
Shonix. Welcome.
There are only so many times you can hear him say a deadly, 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 you know? So did we get any new skills? I don't think we did.
How do we have so few? But there's so many slots.
Because we only like a few good characters.
Oh.
I assume. Alright. Let's get it. All rise.
What is going on in this room?
Also, I forgot to do it before we saved, so let me just save one more time, you know?
A deadly fan, a deadly shoe, a deadly wrench, a deadly gun.
A deadly class
A
trial.
deadly? All of those are Persona 4 references.
Got none of them.
If you can figure out
Who done it?
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
You should at least get the share, Novell. You play cross tag after all. I didn't pay attention to Persona's 4's story that much. I remember a TV.
Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's 11037, right?
Yeah.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Why are you so stupid?
Kyoko's standing right there.
That's a ghost.
Oh my fucking lord. You have a chair in the fan have in common, and you'll get the
Like, at this point, if we kill him, it's a mercy killing, right? It's just
She
like,
has legs and stuff.
wait. Oh,
Because
is that your... That's always...
it's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Can I delete this game? Can I just do it now?
No!
Can I just can I corrupt the game and delete every hero line? Please?
Novell is dumb as well.
So there's why hero.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
I'm
Same.
feeling you, Byakuya.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Boy.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
She's standing...
Why are you humoring this, Makoto?
She's standing
Her traits?
right there. She's...
Well, I mean her glare. Doing Toko and Hero Byakuya has his hands full.
He really does.
I got it!
I mean, to be honest, Aoi too.
Talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Yes.
Actually, we would.
Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want
And
anyone
Makoto.
to see.
So how far does amnesia go usually?
I think it's kind of a case-by-case basis.
Because if she has amnesia,
Because, like, if you have amnesia, sometimes it can affect only your short-term memory or only your long-term memory. Or it can affect both.
because if she has amnesia, why would she care if
Sometimes it can only affect memories that you formed before or past a certain time period. It just depends on what part of the brain is damaged and the extent of the damage.
Okay. I'm just wondering how
In case you were wondering about amnesia.
Well, I was just wondering why she wouldn't want anyone to see them if she doesn't even remember what the fuck she is.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Nope.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
No, you're wrong.
if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... This shouldn't even... This is...
What argument?
Hero, I need you to...
Oh, fucking...
Hero.
Which of these bullets?
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis? Will it be that one? Dude, that are fake nails.
Yeah.
Not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
That's right.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
No?
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
No.
No.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
What do you mean, fuck?
Shoot!
I know
Hero
what the...
is so dumb. He is dragging this trial down to the ground with his brain. He really is.
Is this a situation where none of the truth bullets are right? And I just need to fucking...
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing
Didn't we explain how to outwit Hero?
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves, because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
I hate you.
Discussion is idiotic.
Thank you.
Thank you, Byakuya. Thank you.
I gotta take his word.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves, because that
Fuck.
corpse is absolutely...
This entire
I meant to slow down. Alright. For once I'm not stupid, I know what it is. I easily see the contradiction.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
I'll explain it. It wasn't wearing gloves.
Must have been wearing gloves.
No, okay. Wait, no.
Okay.
Fake nails?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That Kyoko...
What? Wouldn't this one be...
You can't wear gloves with fake nails on. I mean, you can, but...
I would have just said that, you know. But okay.
Okay, then prove
The dead body wasn't.
they got burnt up and
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Asshole.
You did it!
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
More like I did it.
Fair enough, you did it, Fusion.
I just didn't think that was relevant.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Well, I mean, that could be why they wear fake nails.
Yeah, I was
though.
gonna say, like, if you got some fucked up, like, shit under there.
Jeez, man.
You are not relevant, Novell.
Complicated like that.
I hate you, Hero.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Well, talking person who is actually alive, what do you have to say about that not being you?
What do you have to say about you not being dead? You standing here.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
He sounds so disappointed.
Yeah.
He's like, come on. How are you this stupid?
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
I am gonna. Don't start acting like you fucking.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Oh my god.
Hero's not gonna survive this class trial.
I hope not.
For anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. The student file thingy, yeah?
Tattoo on the right hand, or I assume tattoo on the right hand because that's the one that
Yeah.
has the wolf.
Yeah. Which would then link it to Fenrir.
Then who died?
I hate you.
Gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition,
Right,
and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
right.
Well, if we can't identify the body,
We can by the tattoo on the right hand.
Yeah.
You should work on that drawing tonight.
What?
That. No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Behind that we can use to identify
Now,
the
this
body.
Jatiro has been seeing the ghosts of the other students and has felt no need to point it out
Oh.
until now because he's the only one who's seen them.
I have an easy idea. Like you said, no, that's wrong in top or bottom, but find like that Japanese paintbrush. Like you know how they write on scrolls, that font type.
Yeah, it's just like a paintbrush.
Yeah, and then just expand the outline to be red, like in the no, that's wrong.
Okay.
And we have it.
Okay.
Unless you had a better idea.
I don't have any ideas. I'm stupid.
What? For real?
I mean, if he's clairvoyant, he might be able to see him.
No.
You'll die a cruel and unusual.
There's like a 30% chance you could see them.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
Did you see my funny? You mean the ghost?
I assume the ghost thing, right?
Figuring out who it was. There's the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
The 30% joke?
Yes. Yes, I would say.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Calm down.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim.
Shouting, no, that's wrong. As soon as he's here with a
Be
stick.
glad these are voiced, Dawni.
I am so glad. Compare the tattoo to other information we have. The victim's identity should become clear. I mean, her profile, right?
Is it her profile?
Because it mentions she has a tattoo, right?
It says she disappeared. Yep.
I got it!
Hey, there you go.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the
I'd love to see Donnie's version of that line, though. Oh, no.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image.
That represents Fenrir is...
The wolf.
Thought it was the thing Yakuya showed you. Do I want images of Genocide Jill as well? Yes, I do. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Kawakami bucks to have Dawni reach
Hangman's
something
Gambit.
when? You know what? That's honestly just a really easy one, and we should probably do that.
Probably. How much Kawakami
You want
bucks,
that
though?
F. The F. You want the F.
Don't I want the O?
Yeah, the
Oh,
it's
I have the O.
Yes, it's a Wolo.
I thought I didn't have the O!
Yes, it is a Wolo.
Now I understand.
I thought I didn't have the O, I'm sorry.
And Toko.
Representation of Fenrir is...
Yes, Crux.
Ooh.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology.
It's a tattoo of a Wooloo. Yo, oh my god, I should get a tattoo of a Wooloo. I love it, it's really cute. But
I'm
don't...
not gonna tell you how to live your life.
1K for a voice custom line from either Dawni or Novell.
I think that sounds like a good idea, unfortunately. For me.
The trickster god Loki. And a female.
It's very sad for me, but it's a good one.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly.
You also have free choice to reject the line outright.
That's true. But what are the chances that I'll actually reject it? Because quite frankly, I kind of cave into peer pressure a lot.
How willing are you to say the hard R?
Well, obviously I wouldn't do that.
Well, then there you'd reject it.
Well, okay, that's true. That's true. I didn't even, like, that... Common sense.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Why are you so...
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
There are limits to her constitution.
Absolutely.
I think it's 10 years back, right? That's how far it goes.
Again, 10 years back isn't that far back.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to get away with a murder if no one knows you exist.
Yeah.
Have to have a cool ass trial?
No. it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Hello, Pulver. Welcome.
Hi there.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Then what is she?
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Sure.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Ooh. Okay, so you know those plastic things on USB ports? I think so.
Yeah.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Probably.
Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
I mean, she's the ultimate soldier. Technically, by the rules laid out for us, couldn't she, like, snipe someone and then, you know...
She's a 16th student hiding somewhere in the school.
She could just snipe someone and killed them, and that was it. But she never joined us for any of the class trials. Is that a regulation that everyone has to be present?
Well, I mean, was she on the second floor? In which case Monokuma wouldn't have necessarily been able to find her, right? Because that's how Kyoko managed to stay gone for so long.
Yeah, but he didn't start the class trial until she joined.
That's true.
My USB cable literally went out. Now that plastic is stuck in the cable, and I can't use my USB port. So instead of 2 USB ports to the front seat, I now only have one.
Damn.
You could probably get it out with some tweezers, maybe.
That sounds dangerous.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Yeah, you could say this is like Phoenix, right?
Please limit all future
Yeah, I mean, you could say that.
as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
I have officially decided to completely ignore
I'm
all
assuming that Mukuro was an exception for whatever reason, but I mean, it's a weird situation in the first place.
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
Yeah.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
I mean...
Well, I guess we couldn't technically rule that out, considering it's happened before.
I'm pretty sure the only
But
other...
I'm inclined to ignore certain things because I just can't imagine Monokuma actually being infallible.
Fair.
Like, I imagine Monokuma as a very inconsistent, morally bankrupt type character. So I can't really... But there are a lot of things I just feel like, oh, well, I mean...
So there are...
you know.
There are only 2 people who... let's see. What are the chances, though? Where's the statistics, damn it? Look at the chances!
Oh, okay, that's fair, though.
Well, there are only 2 people who could have did this murder. Us or Kyoko.
Us or Kyoko. But the bomb thing...
That could throw in Hero, which I hope.
There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
I'm sure you realize
me.
what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Oh man, Byakuya's about to put the heat on us. Okay.
Toko and Genocide Jack.
Yeah! You know.
Totoro and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
There are only 2 people. That's a 1 in 3 person. Okay, those are good chances, to be honest.
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last
Go on,
night, I
Byakuya.
went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
Okay, but how can we trust what he says, though? How can you trust what anyone says?
For some reason, I trust Byakuya.
I know, but like, if this
I
was actually a
shouldn't.
trial...
I shouldn't, but I do.
But like, if this was actually a trial, how can I just trust that his account is true? Or how can I trust that 2 of them together, if they both said, yeah, we were both totally here, dude, that was true.
They could cover for each other, but they would have no inclination to cover for each other because there would be no benefit to the person who didn't actually commit the murder.
I guess.
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and
Because
I
here,
were in the
Byakuya
inn
doesn't
the
care enough to
entire
lie.
That's exactly what I mean.
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Yep.
exactly so.
Toko would definitely cover for Byakuya. Okay, that's true.
Kyoko fucking did it. I'm already calling it. It's one of the 2.
And Toko can probably attest to his location at any given time. That's true, but Toko would just say whatever Byakuya wanted her to say.
True.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. You can't clear your name, Makoto!
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Which we can
Some
do
kind of clue.
with the wet-dry aspect of the body.
Also, whatever time the sprinklers are supposed to come on.
7:30 a.m.
Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the
This is not how a court works. This is not a court.
that time for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
This is a court run by teenagers and a 21-year-old. And a fucking bear.
Yo.
This is fucking playtime with high schoolers? Oh, Pover.
And also, as far as we know right now, it's also just a fucking reality TV show and everyone's dying.
Literally.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
At 9.
So what time was the body discovered?
At 9, because he was like, you have 1 minute.
Been discovered at
He was
9 a.m.,
very
since
specific.
That's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yep, what time is it? When we left the gym, it was just before 9.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in,
And
so I'm totally sure about it.
And she's not wet, so it had to happen at 8 then.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m.
10 at night and 10 in the morning. That's a pretty big window. So there are sprinklers in the garden that go off at 7:30 a.m.
And it absolutely cannot be changed, but the situation is only the top half of the body was wet because it exploded
on fire.
and it was on fire and we dumped water on it. But the fact that the bottom half is dry means that the body could not have gotten there until after 7:30.
So really the time frame is 8 to
It'd
9.
be after 7:30 to 9.
Yes. But still 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. is a pretty big window. It's only 7:30 to 10. It's over 10 hours. No, it'd be like 1 or 2.
Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period...
Well, we know it's not 10 p.m. because the body wasn't wet. If it was before 10 p.m., the body would be wet.
Yup. And I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi, which we can do. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. It'd be the sprinklers or the body analysis. I don't know which one has the information about it being half wet, half dry.
I assume.
You have to
We
assume.
established a time frame for the murder.
I have an alibi. Fuck you.
Wait, I mean 10 p.m. Fuck.
That's wrong.
If Toko kills someone, would Toko just be removed from the shared mind of Jill and Toko, like erased?
Ooh.
Well, one of them would remember
Actually,
killing.
the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near
Look at all
10
them
o'clock.
dead people
It had to have taken
portraits.
place way later.
And what makes you say that?
How? Most people fuck that up. Cause
We've thought about this.
yeah, this is an easy trial.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
I told you this was going to be an easy trial, Fusion. It's pretty open and closed.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Oh my god.
How dare you spew such a decent word?
Fucking Toko. Fusion is break telling
How
you.
did Novell of all people get that right on the first try?
Also, Toko, if you missed that.
Oh.
No, I'm saying
I'm
that the
shook.
body
Oh
was
no.
wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
Yeah, I mean, as an execution, getting rid of one of them. I don't think Monokuma would split hairs like that.
Looks like someone stuck their head into a fire and then they were running away and they tripped and fell and someone put them out before anything happens. Nah, it just exploded.
Nah, the body exploded.
By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Yes.
You're totally wacko.
Yes, we are.
Really think it wasn't the sprinkler? You'd better tell us why.
Because we don't. You know, she did get caught in the explosion, so maybe she's a little... Her brain got a little scrambled up, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't worry about it.
All I have to do is hit Toko with certain
Yes, I love brains on the front lawn of my school. Wonderful.
Is it rhythm time?
It may very well be.
Ah, shit. Well, good thing I played Rhythm Heaven.
He's Monokuma. He can make it happen.
Hey, how do I reload again?
He's a robot, not magic, Crux.
I don't know anything.
How do I reload again, Dawni?
I don't know.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
X is reload.
No. I don't know anything.
X is reload.
Fuck. Oh, I gotta reload on the beat? Fuck.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me?
There we go.
I admit nothing.
Good thing you're preparing for Persona 5 dancing. I want to play that.
Hold on.
There you go. Final strike.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Cause
This should prove it.
she's not fucking wet.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion.
Thank Byakuya for helping you live this shit.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet,
Poor Sayaka.
shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So we're talking maybe like a lobotomy, Crux.
Completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Hello, Tony.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Move on.
Yeah, that's for the
Reason only
best.
the top half was wet was because
We put the fire out.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
I think Genocide Jill would not be the guilty part of her. He's on PS4 controller, so it's square. It's okay. I can play around the differences between a PS4 controller and an Xbox controller, but the minute you give me a Nintendo controller, that's where it's like, what? Because A is actually supposed to be circle or B on a Nintendo controller.
Hello, RC.
But hi.
Oh, and I guess the sprinklers really did.
And I think that's actually because in Japan, back is normally the down button.
You know, I don't think Pulver's joking. Unless.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime.
I was here since the start of the stream.
Oh, hello, RC.
Well, hi. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this
I
morning.
don't watch anime and know anything about it. I'm generally surprised with how high quality this fan game is. It's not a fan game.
It's just a game.
it's a game.
So there's no way
The first in a series.
Yes.
Originally on PSP, if I understand correctly.
Oh, I have no idea.
Which if this was on PSP, that's definitely fucking good.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi
RC is the best at stealth in a purely text-based fashion.
I think Vita.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi? Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
Well, maybe she came into the... Maybe we're reviewing our flashback wrong. So maybe she came into our room first, got the knife, and then stabbed that person trying to protect us?
I don't know.
Instead of the murderer coming into our room first. And
Like,
then...
so when are we gonna bring up the fact that we had very vivid hallucination dreams of, you know, being attacked by this person?
Don't know.
I'd just like to say one
And then they
thing.
turn up dead.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okay.
Those weren't a dream, Dawni. Yeah, I don't think they are either.
Is someone else besides us gonna do fucking work in this trial?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Yeah, he didn't give us a motive
This
this
is a trap
episode.
the mastermind has laid for us.
Kyoko is best girl, alive right now. She can't die.
A trap?
If I've learned anything is that no one is off limits in this, I don't think.
Exactly what the murderer would say.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Yeah, no rules. Rules didn't state that Monokuma couldn't be the killer.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Oh!
Ah! Byakuya!
Shutting up now!
Oh my.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Yeah, her eye did start to twitch sometimes. You don't need a motive to kill.
Nope.
You don't.
So she killed her to try and put a stop.
My knowledge, she is not, Maz.
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
So, there's a constant motive to get out.
Monokuma is still simping Byakuya. Look, I think everyone in this room is, to be quite honest.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
The rule said he can't start. He
Can't kill anyone
that
other
he
than
can
people who attack him.
Hello, Ace. How you doing?
Ace, welcome.
Oh no, you're fine.
You better believe it, crowd.
That was her motive?
All you really missed was Hiro being a dumbass and being like, "All right, so we have to prove that Kyoko is actually a ghost, because that's not Kyoko standing right there."
That's her. That's a ghost.
Oh my god, fuck. That's what you basically missed.
Like, how do you execute a ghost if they're like, you'd have to get an exorcism, right?
The new ghost technology.
Yes, the new ghost technology.
She had a motive and no alibi.
Hiro's the only one not simping Byakuya. He isn't actually stupid. This is just confusing enough from Byakuya's perspective. So he made him out to be an idiot.
And now we've actually set up our alibi for saying it could only happen after the sprinklers got off.
So between 7:30 and 9, more or less.
Which we were here. All you missed is here being a dumbass. No, you realize how vague you made this for the whole playthrough. So now Kyoko's the only suspect.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Bitch, how?
Okay, she could be right, though.
What do you mean? We set up the time. We met with everyone.
That only proves when the body got there. That doesn't prove when the body was killed.
Is it illegal?
And we know that because there's no blood surrounding the body or anywhere else in the crime scene.
Is it illegal for an 18-year-old to date a 17-year-old? Depending on the state? I mean...
I feel like it depends. It really mostly is just going to depend on the 17-year-old's parents.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where it's like morality more so than legality.
Makoto will just take this like, yes, he seems too hard. Yes, execute me, mommy.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
It'd still be damp. Don't... You know, Makoto, you probably wouldn't want to out yourself. Be like, yes. What about 18-year-old and a 15-year-old?
Yeah, that's perfectly legal.
That's legal. As you get older, the age discrepancy...
Oh, well, 18 and 50 is always going to be a little fucked.
That's always going to be...
However, if the 50-year-old is rich, justifiable.
Where is it? Trap, tarp. There it is.
I got it!
The older you get, the less it matters.
Aren't you?
But technically not illegal, just weird.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered
This game has been Novell as an interesting murder mystery, but really it's a simp identifier.
Purge the heretics.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
To create confusion, probably?
Most likely so they
Celeste
can
simped over no
issue
one,
when
though.
the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that?
I don't know. Why'd you help her with her fucking argument?
Makoto, it's almost like, I don't know, she's been using you as bait this entire time. You know those moments when you think to yourself, am I just being used? The answer was yes, Makoto. Why would she want to make me look like the killer? Why wouldn't she, Makoto? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp was used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have touched the body, right? So it would have blood on it. Hello, welcome.
Take that L, young man.
But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
Mondo sim Chihiro and got all salty when he revealed he was a guy, so killed him.
Yeah. Celeste is the only one who didn't simp over anyone. Hifumi simped over Celeste. But who did Celeste simp over? No one.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. Or do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. After what Kyoko said.
Aw, fuck, it's bullet time.
Ain't no blood on there.
Celeste simps over European culture?
I mean, that's true.
So wait, what's the contradiction here?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Right.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Okay.
The other side of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Right.
That's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty!
Ah. The blood on the body hadn't dried yet.
Yeah, the blood was still wet. That's why Byakuya didn't want us to touch it.
So body before the explosion is right. Which one was it though?
The reason the tarp was because the spring,
But the underside, it was totally because that side, since it was facing.
of course it didn't get dirty!
Fuck. I was too slow. I was too slow.
The reason that because the sprinkler got
But the underside of it was totally spotless.
because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the of course it didn't get dirty!
Hey, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
As much as I love you two, you're gonna have to stop saying sympathy.
That is
with
going
Akiko.
to require me.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about
No,
it.
RC. This is the plot.
It's just the new word for thought, RC, but for boys, right? Essentially.
Isn't
no?
it just the new word for white knight?
Yeah, that probably
Kind
be
of, but like with. It's a little more demeaning, more of an insult maybe. Although white knight's pretty is an insult as well. It's just old world simp.
Yes.
Max is cracking the code.
Dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit
EA
was,
Sports.
so nobody would know
Hello.
they used it.
Zach.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
Now, the difference between a simp and a white knight is the simp will be submissive and listen to their queen, while a white knight simply defends them to the same
Yeah,
end.
I agree with that, Fusion. That seems to be a good distinction.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
What?
Huh?
Kyoko, what the fuck are you talking about?
Blood was camouflage?
Was she not actually dead?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
What?
Well, I mean, there is still access to, but that wouldn't stop blood from getting on the tarp.
You mean someone else's blood?
No, who else is dead?
Well, the nurse's office.
I know. They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
The blood was Mondo branded.
The blood was sponsored by Crazy Diamond Pickaxe.
Damn. Example, RC is the white knight. Goldie is a simp. Also, nice guy. Ah, that's what simp is for. A nice guy.
Okay.
It's some like Batman, the darkest of Dark Knight.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
How do you know?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
From who?
The chicken.
The chicken!
The chicken! No! Not the chicken!
Chicken.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
Fusion's right.
Chicken blood has a poultry smell, though. I think they would have known, right?
How much chicken blood have you been sniffing, Novell?
Well, I mean, when you get chicken from like the bag, it has
That
blood.
is not blood.
What is it? It's red.
It's, what's it called? What's the name of it? Fuck, I know the name. It's, okay, so first of all, what you're eating when you eat meat is muscle, right? And your muscles retain water. That's what that liquid is. I just forget the name of it. What is it called?
Juice.
No, it's not called juice.
It's not chicken juice.
Well, yeah, I guess it's chicken juice, but either way, it's the liquid that your muscles hold on to. It's not blood.
Oh.
Your muscles don't have blood in them.
Says Maz. Also, I can't read that, Dark Raider. Dawni might be able to.
That is... No.
You can't?
That's Korean.
Oh.
Those are Korean thingies.
Yeah, but...
It's forbidden fruit punch.
I mean, it could be chicken juice.
checked the chicken coop before the murder. There were 5 chickens.
Yeah, Makoto killing chickens in his
But
dreams.
after the murder, there were only 4.
He wanted a midnight snack.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Chicken drank.
Oh no!
Man, that's messed up.
I gotta agree.
Anything just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Yeah, for real.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted.
Oh, did you see mine? There's no blood in the game. Everyone got diarrhea and they spilled Pepto-Bismol on themselves. Even Hifumi's little spin. Oh no.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Fair.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
Also, I don't know if this is gonna look like anything, but it always looked to me like the jacket was on backwards. I don't think that means anything, but like, there's usually like a button on the front or something.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a jacket to me at all.
Coat, whatever the fuck
It
you
looks
want to
like
call
a gown.
it. Gown.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
What do you mean skip the queue?
Masterminds just took the chicken to pet it in their super duper secret room a bajillion miles up from the ground.
If song requests were happening, you would just skip the line. Why don't you guys do a weird stretch goal, do a face cam? We'll do one someday.
Yeah, someday.
I will get my TikTok glasses.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene.
You said Miles that you Imperial System looking asses could get the joke. Damn, Fusion.
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
Oh shit! I was right.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole.
Oh.
The arms weren't in the sleeves.
Shit, I was right.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Switch switches the controllers.
No, she's the ultimate. Question.
So if you do switch, Dawni starts playing for 15 minutes.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Hey, I don't really do that anymore, Zach. I've grown as a person.
You did it like the other day.
Not for long.
But wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Fuck!
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko? Just wondering, can Makoto get voted and punished, or no? Yes, he can.
I mean, I have to assume that he's just as vulnerable as anyone else.
That's not...
Oh
You're
shit.
saying it's not possible.
Oh shit.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
The suspicion falls back on me again.
Also, hi, Shonix.
But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. You don't? You don't?
This guy's body has been added as
Well
street
then,
bullets.
it looks like we're back to square one.
Makoto has game over denial powers.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
I think it was Hiro.
No!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
So
No,
chicken-
all blood is pink.
In this game.
No, not that. I just remembered something
Kyoko
super
Suki
serious.
simping on her.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
There was no blood on it.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Flip that coin.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere
Oh,
before.
Zach, there is just no conceivable way that this game would be PG.
No.
I have had to say some things,
Yo,
okay?
Oh, you said a lot of things.
I've had to say some things.
I just remembered.
What's more important, now we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
Yeah, I know what we're gonna do with it,
You
man.
gave it to me.
Yeah.
The knife we gave to Makoto?
Yeah, you sure did. I want more. Tell me, Dawni.
You must have noticed earlier.
No.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
You know, Ace, that wasn't what I was talking about, but,
Yeah. Yeah, that is something she said.
this game is very tame, says Sans. I couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
I hate you.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Well, that just verifies we're in the clear. Yeet.
Wow. Zach, wow. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. You sure? I'm not sure.
Make your argument. Fragments near the dead body?
The bomb.
So that would have to be...
Yeah, but
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
correct.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
Uh-huh.
If he did have that knife before,
Uh-huh.
that seals it. Makoto did it.
No, you're wrong.
I don't know if he's wrong or not.
automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Okay, maybe he wasn't getting stabbed.
Hero breathes.
Okay.
The knife we found, it's the same one.
Shoot his ass.
He did have that seals it. Just because that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no
You
question.
might have to take getting stabbed.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh, fuck off, Toko.
For real though.
Whoever says the code's going after the tarp was removed. Means the knife was thrust into the body.
Lodged in the dead body.
So disguise dead body?
It is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife,
That seals it. Makoto did it.
just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Or so it was in your room, buddy.
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
It's a fake.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Yeah, she had blows to the head too, right?
That
Yeah.
should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
No, that's wrong.
Never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember?
Of course he
Well,
doesn't.
no, he
Covered
doesn't.
the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Downloaded OK Cupid.
true.
Just gotta wait 2 more months now. Heck yeah.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, The knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Fair.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Also, I might buy a Switch soon. Do it! Then we can play Smash and other things together.
Nice.
Like Mario Kart.
Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. There's no way that's possible. Exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
Monokuma file.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Idiot.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
Mario Kart's so fun. I haven't played it in forever though.
Probably meant to do the
You
same.
could also get Animal Crossing. Nah, bro, fuck Mario Kart 8 Arms Master Race. You never did get to play it. Just get a Wii U RC, Kappa. Well, I'll tell you to show you later.
For legal reasons. That is a joke.
Making it impossible to know what
Well, you gotta
really
show us,
killed her.
Zach. Is it the thing you were working on, that the plane you're trying to make fly?
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Fragment.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I hate you.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
No, it's not that it's out of. Oh. Uh-oh. Stream died.
We good?
Stream dying? Stream good? Might pause there for a second. You still live?
We dropped some frames.
I literally saw. Our internet's been a little
Okay.
weird today.
Yeah, it's gone out a few times.
Yeah, so that's what I was concerned.
We had some severe weather.
But it's more so out of stock now, RC, because of the whole quarantine thing.
Yeah.
Try and buy arms.
Everyone needed something to do.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Thank you.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. That would be...
The fragments.
Yeah. Fragments near the body of the bomb that is missing.
Explosion. We found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause.
I still
of the
stand by
explosion.
my thought process. This is a really easy trial. It's the easiest one we've had so far.
You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Ooh.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Which hero had last?
Anyway, Effort's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife.
Leon's is probably easier, it just seemed harder because you'd never played before.
Makoto,
No, I just mean like logically all the pieces fit easier, I'd say.
and the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
It's hero.
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine.
The explosion, I assume.
Let us continue the debate.
No, it wasn't the explosion. She was dead when we got there. He needs to determine what ultimately killed the victim.
Eat his ass. Oh no.
Oh! You need to concentrate.
Okay, what bullet do we have now? Monokuma File 5. Oh, it was head wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall we continue?
It always comes back to head wounds, huh?
Yeah, probably has no ass though.
Yet to be determined, correct?
No, it has been.
The explosion
Fuck.
didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Fuck.
Worth a shot.
Shoot.
Is either the first one or the next one?
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Okay, I'm stupid. Never mind. Not that one.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Right.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Right.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Mm-hmm. That's true. The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Which only leaves...
Then shall we continue the...
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Which only leaves what?
Whoops.
Do those
Yes, flat. Top and bottom. I'm not wrong. You aren't.
Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a
She
knife.
got his ass, Dawni.
Oh god.
Oh no. Fusion.
He also been struck in an object fixed into a pipe.
The victim's fatal injury.
Hey, Melon. Welcome.
Welcome
The
back.
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally...
Doing alright, Melon. How are you?
Yeah. We're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
How goes it? Does it go?
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
Would it
body.
be because the wounds weren't fresh? Would that be what you shoot?
Wait, what?
She had countless wounds, but the wounds weren't fresh, so is that the one that you would shoot?
I don't know.
Is that something you would need to contradict?
Are you sure there are no other bullets available to you?
I have no idea.
And it wasn't because of the knife. And then there's...
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed...
No.
More than that,
I don't see the
she suffered countless wounds across her entire
No?
Okay, I don't know then.
Do I have to steal something then? Because this is the only bullet I have.
Shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury.
All those yellow statements are bullets. The victim's fatal injury.
Yeah.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. That's right.
She was already totally dead when that...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Right.
And there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was...
Hit on the back of the head. It's not, doesn't specifically say on the back of the head.
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless...
Okay, so maybe it's back of the head?
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal injury?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No.
Wow, it really is a meta rhythm and music shooter visual horror novel. You haven't even seen the rhythm game yet, Melon.
We're gonna have another one.
Fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for
The
sure.
victims check the other law? You're not being smart, Novell. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Got it. We don't know who it is. They were dead before the blast. Got it. The victim had been stabbed a single time. Got it. They had also been struck in the head with a thick metal pipe. Got it. The body was covered with other wounds, but they were at least several days old. Got it. Everything they're saying matches up with that. The explosion didn't kill her. Wait.
She was already
Yeah,
totally dead when that happened.
that's right.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
That's right.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it.
Oh, excuse me?
Back of her head.
Nope. Well, then contradict the only unknown. But all that's known.
Then shall we continue?
The victim's fatal injury has yet.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Wait,
Well, yeah.
hold on.
And it wasn't me.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she
Hold
was
on.
hit on the back of her
More than that.
The victim had suffered countless
Hold
wounds
on.
across
I think I figured it out.
Then shall we continue the debate?
Thank you, RC.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Found it. You just call her a pervert.
I was just called a pervert.
It's a joke timeout, Zach. It's a joke.
Yeah,
one.
no, it's finally.
RC protects her honor.
Yeah, no, it wasn't serious, and I'm not either.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
But what did you link? Not Dawni. Dawni's ass. Keep it honest.
Keep
it up
honestly.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're assuming the blow.
Oh
No,
no.
Melon!
You can't insult Donnie's honor, Melon. RC's on that. You can't talk about her ass. Yeah, only I can.
Wait.
What did her say? Tell me.
Ass.
And titties. Not Donnie's, right, Ace? Not Donnie's, right?
No, just vague, vague.
Oh, okay, just
Vague.
making sure, because if you put Dawni in front of that, you know what's gonna happen.
Disembodied ass and titties.
Okay, as long as you don't attach those to Dawni, you're fine. I thought it was a game of chicken. I thought Ace was just gonna take it and then. He's like, he's not putting in that bullet.
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
What? Talk about it. For this joke goes through a point in logic since people on Twitch can understand.
The balance would be
Oh,
off.
poor Zach.
You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
Yeah.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Okay, that's a little much.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
I don't ship this.
Seriously?
What the fuck is happening?
I don't ship this.
This is unacceptable.
Killed her, right? It just so happened
That was
already.
unacceptable.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
It's okay. I still don't donate if Novell didn't use PayPal to donate.
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you deduced.
He
the real
literally
weapon.
gave me a bro moment with his logic.
The real murder weapon is
The chicken.
That.
I got it!
Because there was nothing else.
Hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Toko, you've already been identified for your crimes of simping. You cannot mask it with a murder. Oh, it's futile. I feel like people will
Crown
start
might be
saying
right.
senpai soon.
And that something was the titanium arrow found in the locker in the dojo.
Oh, fusion.
Who's Mukuro? We don't know.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student.
The ultimate despair?
Kuro with?
Watch out for her. That one?
Yeah, that one.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Blah.
Are you sure?
Oh.
That's hey!
Fuck.
How dare you backtalk,
I didn't mean to do
Master?
that.
You have no right.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
You are, Melon, immediately. It was a joke. It was a joke. RC was joking.
RC mainly does joke timeouts.
Yes. He was not being serious. Do not take it seriously. Oh, thanks, RC. I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret.
It's made of titanium. Don't think Garcia gives him power. Yeah, they're titanium. Or no, bloody duct tape?
Titanium era. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Yeah.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Don't disagree.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master.
Well, if you tape them up together,
Right.
I guess.
How would that be heavy enough to?
The titanium
Era. It was in the dojo. I have
How are you lulling with one hand and holding up two others?
It seems like an arrow would just...
Yep, that was right.
No, that's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
Ah, fusion is 50-50 besides murder. Novell, did you see what I wrote?
Nice.
I did not. Let me alt-tab real fast. Let's see. Yeah, there's no doubt. Right? Is that what I missed?
No, I think I might scroll down.
It's okay, you've already been identified for your crimes attempting. Okay, we read that. Because of doubt? Me. Then why do I doubt you?
Mostly everyone in this chat is pretty reasonable. For those in chat, you know what I mean when I say mostly.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh.
The burn!
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Love depression. There's a cooldown on the love command, so that's why it's not coming out for some of you, by the way.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Would it really be heavy enough to cause that kind of damage, though?
And that's exactly
It's made out of
what the
fucking
killer did.
titanium.
I guess, but
Hello,
this is after
Syndrome.
Sakura dies, right?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
That was a very dangerous thing to come in with. That could have gone south real fast. But yes. Fucking broken, Novell.
Hi, welcome, Syndrome.
One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
This chat needs love.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon.
Love dick. Oh god.
As
Oh, no.
culprit is that
I
stabs
saw the arrows. That confirmed it for me. Just your fair warning. Fusion's on spoiler patrol.
It was you, Kyoko.
I don't think it's anyone else.
I've never been to the dojo.
Everyone just wants to see their love rating.
Wait, but
You have been to the dojo.
but you were, that's where we talked to her and was
Correct.
Dude,
Yeah.
she's lying.
Also, she had the number 6 in her bedroom.
Oh no, you absolutely.
Oh no! Yeah,
You stop right there, bitch.
Kyoko is grasping.
How can you say that?
I started this Novell.
Poison and fish are almost the same word in French. Oh, that's. I feel like that could cause some unfortunate confusion, Melon.
Oh,
Yeah, we sure do. The goddamn locker thing in your room. Yes, we were in your room. No, we don't have any shame. We didn't go in your bathroom, though.
To protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to
Yup.
the death of us all. Remember?
Who's Dick? Poisonous fish.
of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Well, I mean, other than the fact that we literally physically saw her there.
And we talked to her.
There.
Oh, I guess he just actually doesn't remember. Especially pufferfish. I'd like to eat pufferfish. Only a little bit of the poison? Really? 2 secs. Novell. KDE?
Dick
KDE?
is a nickname for people named Richard. That's true. Bob is Robert.
That's also true.
And evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Well, we saw her there for one.
Keep up with the program. Oh. You know I'm slow. Please, no, Kyoko. It's that.
I got it! The one thing
My
that
name's Jeff.
Kyoko was in the dojo is...
Not sex, cess. Plural of S. Wait, what? Sexist? Cess? CSS? I don't know. What do you want from me?
right here. The key to the dojo locker.
Bro, how does she have that if she had no access to her room?
And how does that prove anything?
Not cess. Oh, I get it. The E's silent, right? So it's S, right? Or is it C? Or is it S?
S's?
I'm so confused.
That's not how I would write S's.
I found it in your room.
How would you write S's?
Well, how can you handle the plural form? You're a hermit, unsure about the commodities of the world. Uncultured swine.
It was in my room?
Oh.
In my room?
Yes.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
That was okay too, I guess.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
You know,
Hold on a second.
this is the second time a girl has tried to frame us for murder.
Yeah.
I just need to throw that out there.
I still like Sayaka though.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Sayaka calling out Makoto for being a simp, apparently.
No, it's not that I want to defend her.
Makoto,
It's just-
you absolutely want to
One
defend
more thing I
her.
need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you?
Byakuya, silence! Who's we? Yeah, Byakuya sees him as a simp. Look how he's looking down on him.
Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Would you mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
Then why would she try to frame us? Oh, wouldn't she just be like, yes?
Oh no, I don't like this.
Why wouldn't she just be like, yes, I was trying to protect Makoto from that dick?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Oh god, here we go again.
Oh no! Oh no!
I was protecting Makoto from that dick. Novell.
Oh.
Because self-defense or defending someone is still murder, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean?
Okay. Make your argument.
Byakuya, that
When the
face.
body was found. My only bullet. Or not.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Okay.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Shut up.
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Shit, I didn't even do that.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
Uh-huh.
And then left the locker key in my own room.
Right.
But could I really have done that?
Oh, shit.
Byakuya, what'd you do? No.
Byakuya?
No! No!
Those
Okay.
words you spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
So
I'm not the killer. You should understand that.
I'll
more
take
than anyone
that.
here.
Byakuya, what are you...
Master,
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
there's proof.
That's what you're saying?
Yuki and Kyoko tried to fuck. Are you gonna play Ace Attorney Investigations on stream?
We'll have to at some point.
Yuki, no!
In my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
The locker key in my own room.
Those words you just...
Exactly.
I'm not the killer.
You should understand.
Byakuya,
Shut up.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
There you go.
No, that's wrong.
What? Nandato? Just play it on an emulator. Oh, I have a DS.
I was just taking every statement.
I mean, I would never do that on an emulator. I would never have a DS emulator on the ready for that.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Nah.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Did I Nani? Did I surprise Fusion again?
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
Novell, stop lying. Is this before or after the game starts? I have no idea what you mean by that, Syndrome.
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Spam and my chat. How the fuck could it be before? 10 people are dead. I love 251st frame for their suspect pictures. Name is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Should be the first one, I think. I just love that.
You know what, Zach? That is pretty fucking cool.
It is.
There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. This just isn't like her.
Twin!
To try and save herself with such a desperate lie?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just thinking about that again. Oh no.
Fuck. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Is there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier?
Sorry, my eyes are watering small. I gotta wipe them.
I regret it every day.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing we could possibly hope for, Zach.
I got a good
Honestly.
Well, did you see what I wrote? No. I did not, I was laughing. But also, Happy Easter. Stop, you're coughing. You're gonna spray it to Dawni. Nah, she'll be fine. Novell, bullshitting at a time like this, then we came to a conclusion. Say with me, we've seen this shit before! Is this not the real Kyoko? It's my game theory.
Goddamn. It's the best you can hope for?
If you vote for me, oh, that's you.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
JK, love y'all.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
We love you too.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid out for us. Can't talk. Mastermind's trap. Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Mastermind's trap? Well, we are going way off course here.
Alright, Novell. This is important. You said this is important, and you're saying, alright, Novell? I'm saving. For once, I'm saving.
Also, did I see Mega in there somewhere?
Yeah, he said Happy Easter. You need to make a decision here. Oh,
You
boy.
need to make a decision here?
Simp or break the code? And honestly, what would Makoto do?
We know what Makoto would do.
He'd simp. He'd simp. May I recommend?
I think I just joined at a good time.
You did.
I am so concerned right now.
May I recommend a course of action? Yes. I just did. I think if your recommendation is like fusion, I would simp.
No, don't simp. Oh boy.
No, don't simp.
Simp, fall for
But
your
that's
friends.
what Makoto would do.
That's true. That's so in character. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie? I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. Who can I trust?
Gonna save one more time? Who says we can't do both options?
Simp like there's no tomorrow.
Sim Makoto. Just please trust me, there's a reason. Put faith in me. Can I not go back? What am I supposed
Hang on.
What?
Mega. Hang on. The reason is comedy.
Okay, can I go back to an alternate option?
Don't do simp first.
Makoto is funny. Spend all your time trying, you know, danger.
Am I wrong? What do I do?
Wait, no, you must simp. Okay, here's the deal. Yes, if you choose not to simp first, nothing is. Don't simp, then you are able to simp. Wait, what? Oh. Well, actually, I have three.
Run away!
I have three options.
Just run. Just fucking run.
Okay. So our options are run, let it go, or pursue the lie.
But first, pull a Joseph Joestar.
So just to confirm, I can reload the save, right? This isn't gonna be like
Kill Kyoko, then take the fall so you can see both outcomes.
simp, run away. Oh god. There's so many options. Simp for your waffle. Okay. I would prefer to do the wrong options first. That's how I usually do this.
Pursue the lie, you coward.
That's how I prefer to do things. So which
If
one
you
of
take the fall first, you won't see the Kyoko option.
So which one of these is the wrongest option? Okay, do the wrong option, which is pursue the lie. I'm okay with this one.
I changed my mind.
Wait. The lesser options, do that one first. Okay, I will accept the quote-unquote spoiler for this, because I like doing wrong options first. I'm alright with that. Pursue the lie.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
I mean, we saved before. I can just hard close it, right?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you.
They said yes. I had a plan ready for this. God, why am I just one click away from just starting it all over? This is the wrong option, right?
I don't fucking know.
I want both course of actions.
So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truths she wants to keep hidden.
Okay, for a wrong option, it's just making me do both. Kyoko's account.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that, right?
Right.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched
Right.
Kyoko's room,
Wait, that's not true. She could have gotten into her room because she had the skeleton key.
Put it
Oh.
That's the only explanation.
Oh.
I
Oh.
didn't have the key because I'd given it to. There's no doubt about.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my.
then When we... How else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there.
Fuck, which one is it?
That's the only
Which one is it then?
Because
I did allow it. I did allow the
That's true.
spoiler,
That's
so
true.
I was
That's
like,
true.
yeah, let me know which one. Because I want to see all the options in this
So I
circumstance.
couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
So I allowed that one. Don't worry, stream will still go on for a little while.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Just Mega.
Fuck you.
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Run away.
You know, Mega, I'm gonna say this. You derail chat today. Out with you.
Oh. Out.
Just a forewarning. I have no patience today.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
Uh-huh.
What are you talking about?
Like I
Who's
said,
Mega? You mean Ellie?
it was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it.
What do you... Okay, Kyoko. Understood.
So I lost.
Okay. GG, no re, I guess.
That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up.
Uh-oh.
Done. All finished. The class trial is all.
Wait. You let us have more time than that.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
Yeah, since when?
You were late, so the trial started late and time ran out.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So then, it's
Oh.
time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Guess
boy.
We already know who the blackened is,
Uh-oh.
don't we?
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, you guys are evil. You're forcing us to watch her punishment. That's what this was. Good job. You got it right.
Syndrome, are you okay?
Brilliantly right.
I'm concerned. You got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko.
Now then,
I've prepared-
prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it
Oh,
everything we
no.
got. It's punishment time!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is... I'm not ready for this. Oh, God. Dawni, it's Kyoko. What? What is that?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Look at the blackboard carefully.
After school lesson. She looks a little scared. That's sperm.
It sure is.
Is she pregnant? Pregnant? Oh.
No.
Is that why she was mad?
No.
Because she's pregnant? Just like, remember how that went?
And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusawa came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. In the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again.
Oh.
We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others.
Really?
What happened?
Oh no!
Whoa, no! Oh no! Oh god! No! Toko's just fucking dead!
Hina!
Oh no! Oh my god! Hina? No.
Oh no!
I was about to say Byakuya got one in too.
Yeah, Byakuya's happy. He's
I don't think I've ever seen him smile. I just thrilled that Toko's fucking gone.
Hina's a fucking hoe.
Fuck. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. You gotta.
I mean, I've never seen Byakuya smile so much.
That's true. He looks happy.
That is great. That is the best thing about this ending. You know, I questioned if this was a thing that could happen.
Are they all married? Is this looks mutual?
Okay.
Are we sure this is the bad ending? Everyone looks happy.
Polygamy is a thing.
Yeah. Byakuya's smiling because Toko's fucking dead.
So I have to assume that the kid for Byakuya isn't with Togo, since that's a Toko, because that's a picture of her still in when she was younger.
Yeah, she did.
So Hina just okay.
Man, she got some recessive genes though.
Apparently.
None of those kids look like her. Man, that's the end of all their bloodlines, so them are all boys. They don't have any girls.
Yeah. Oh, that's inbreeding.
Well, no, I mean, there's no one to inbreed with here exactly.
There's Hina.
Oh, she could still have some more kids.
That's true. Why did they all fuck?
Well, what else were they gonna do, RC? Not fuck?
Oh god, you choose.
All right. I think we've, yep, let's,
Okay.
That was the only hope we had. Hope. This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's...
So...
Okay.
Was that Makoto's...
That's just what he thought?
That's what Makoto's like, no, I don't want to be in a polygamous relationship with Byakuya. Please, oh god, no.
Okay. Thankfully, the game reset. And also, to answer your question, we spend no time with Hiro. I avoid Hiro at all costs.
Oh my fucking god. You know what? There really is bad end. Hero's still alive. Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not?
Okay. Yep, we remember this.
She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do?
Okay. What's next option, boys? That was the wrong one. Probably run away, right? If you progress Hero's social link far enough, he predicts that Makoto's children will have the same mother, foreshadowing that bad ending. Oh god.
So we can actually only predict the future
Book
for
it.
alternate timelines.
Book it.
Run away! No, running away isn't gonna solve anything.
Fuck.
Oh, fine.
Alright. You have to let it go.
I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone.
Also, it's actually his 30% regarding fortune telling, so... And you have 3 choices here.
There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
I'm still really fucked up by the thought of, like, Hina just...
I mean, Byakuya looked happy though.
Well, Toko was dead, so of course he was happy.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Wait.
fair.
The thing said no one in Hope's Peak was killed again.
No, murdered. She just died. It was an accident. Maybe she fell down some stairs. I don't fucking know.
Okay. Anyway, did you read that?
Yeah, I did.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
This is the worst timeline upon further deliberation.
My headcanon is that Byakuya fucked Aoi and Toko hung herself because of that? Okay.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I can see that.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
Toko wouldn't.
No.
Jill would.
Yeah, Jill would.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it.
It was so strong, it created a new emotion in Byakuya. Joy.
Oh my fucking god. I love this game.
I'm gonna miss it.
I fucking love this game, dude. RC, that is the cause of Toko's death.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden?
I wish you did too, Zag. This shit's fucking wild.
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
Wait, they're still high schoolers. Well, in that they timed up. They were there for a while.
And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us.
I mean, we have no way of knowing.
They said that they lived the rest of their lives in there, so.
Yeah.
Okay, time's up!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
That's a new emotion.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Oh boy.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Fuck.
I vote that it was Monokuma.
Voting time?
gonna be real frustrated real soon. Oh, that.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh.
We cooked? We're getting cooked.
Imagine simping so hard you get killed because of it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh shit. What? Yeah, what? You think I'm the killer?
Sorry, man. Fuck you.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I did not do it.
You know what? I consider this to, if this is what we have to do to not have Hina become a, to have that happen to her, I'm fine with it.
Yes, indeed.
See, Monokuma agrees. Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I?
Oh no.
Kyoko?
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Oh. Oh wait, you actually just gonna let us die? This is why I like Sayaka more than you.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Wait, so if we aren't guilty,
That means
and we're
everyone
getting
else
punished,
should die.
that means everyone else should be killed as well. But Monokuma says that we are guilty, so does that mean that there is no way to guarantee that any of the people we've executed so far were actually guilty?
I mean, if he says guilty, Kyoko maybe wasn't guilty and we were fine. So I guess it's just in the eyes of Monokuma. No, those guys were guilty. Oh no.
I mean, everyone does keep reiterating that Monokuma is different now, somehow.
They confess. So they were guilty. You actual idiots. Oh no.
I mean, they did confess, but
I thought we had plot armor.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. What's the blackboard this time? So now it's Makoto's chance for sex ed. Oh no. I mean, I felt sadder that this was happening to Kyoko a little bit, but now I don't. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't look so good. Definitely not as well composed. Oh yeah, we're already red. Yep, that is sex.
Huh? It's the same thing.
We are already nervous. Oh. Oh.
Woo.
Oh. My girl.
Damn.
Wait, no, my dude. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Alter Ego didn't care about Kyoko apparently. My Dude!
Fucky!
He uploaded himself!
Damn, Chihiro!
He uploaded himself to the fucking network! Hell yeah!
Toto got his own simp! Beautiful!
What is this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Oh, alter ego? Alter ego? Is it some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
It's screwed, Kuma. Yeah, fuck you, Kuma.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but oh, you're never gonna hear from him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit, in a way that's even a better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. She's the cute one. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you, bring despair to the entire world. Yo, you alright? What do you mean the entire world?
Well, I mean, there was a map of the entire world in there.
There was.
So...
Is he good? I'm sorry, but why in the fuck would Hina ever want to fuck Hiro? Like... I can't imagine a situation where Hina is attracted to Hiro, or was she just like, you know, I might as well go for 3. We already have 2 babies. Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? So what the hell is going on? Why do you hate Hiro so much?
He's obnoxious.
An idiot. No redeeming quality.
True.
I fucking,
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed.
What? Oh, shit. Was I right?
No.
Was I right?
Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area.
Also, I'd like to point out that the whole situation from the beginning all happened in order to have Makoto survive that. Against all odds, he is the ultimate lucky student.
It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year.
He didn't die. Dying and being sent out, maybe it's kind of the same thing. Once you go through punishment time, you're kicked out.
It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk.
Then how do Sayaka, Chihiro, and Fumi fit into this theory that is the catalyst is punishment time? Okay, maybe the catalyst is forceful ejection. So if you're killed or technically leave the school in some way, So by punishment or being murdered, you're sent back out. And then alternate reality time, it's moving across the fucking whatever you do in the school is gonna shape what happens here. Is this the end? Not yet.
My body felt heavy. Would it be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? Wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on?
Oh. Why does this remind me of Kingdom Hearts? Trying to open the door to Kingdom Hearts.
Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? Dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. After what my good friend went through to save me, I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend.
My question is there a hentai spin-off specifically of that plot point? That's what I'm probably assuming.
And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking for a way out of here.
Yes, there is. Oh my god. Might have to play that on our eventual Pornhub stream for Honey Pop. Might have to do that. Oh hey, what do we got?
That's a rocket in a tank. I'd better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here.
If there's a hentai spin-off of the whole Byakuya, Hina, whatever, fucking everyone.
I'm not mad, just disappointed.
If there is, that'll have to be in the lineup of games we can't play on Twitch, but we'll do on Pornhub. And what was the other one you wanted? Honey Pop is mine.
Song of Saya.
Song of Saya is yours.
Horror game.
Well, this is a good spot to stop at. No, not yet. I'm a little more intrigued.
Is that an airplane? Something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit.
Doesn't need to be in Pornhub. You can stream it on Discord, I believe. Maybe, because I can't figure out how to actually...
This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me.
Novell, look at my last message. Okay, Novell, Samakuta was wrongly accused, right? I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
But, yeah, probably do it on Discord instead because I don't know how to fucking make Pornhub go to stream. So maybe Discord would be easier.
Rattle, rattle. It's locked.
How did you survive the fall? That's the real question.
We are the ultimate lucky student syndrome. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food.
Food?
There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. Can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Well, stagnant water is a bad idea too.
Why are you trying to live here, dude?
Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was cry. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a way to actually stream it. I assume there's actually a way to stream it because with the Discord call or whatever, you can only have so few people. Hi, Dawni. Hi, Novell. Hey, MLG.
Hello, MLG. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. It was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly.
Crunch.
What the? A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been?
Food, water, supplies. Stop sign hits and fall player.
Wait, sleeping outside dorms is against the rules. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Awful.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair.
It's a waffle. And here comes Dawni talking to herself. No Novell involved. Enjoy.
She gave her head a quick and sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach.
You can still die from that. Calm down.
I really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Cool. Well, you got that key, right?
But, Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or, no, to atone. Atone?
Yeah, what about getting over it?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
Bless your heart, Melon. Good luck with that.
So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, I'm not trying to make excuses, but... there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive...
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to do at the school. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's...
11 or 6 minutes, Melon? That's fucking... Pretty sure that game would take hours for me.
And I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible.
Amnesia?
Then, is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think, I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean... Somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility.
It's you.
But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. She believed that, and of course she couldn't trust anyone around her.
Probably Ace.
In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. Understand everything.
Because?
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but... Why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Shit, we better not be the mastermind.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you to help me the right way, or help the right way? So I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
See you, Thick.
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective!
I said that!
You did said that! The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy. There was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why would you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father.
I think I also said that?
I agreed with you on that. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad? Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains... An alter ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. We know this.
Okay.
It's a flashback. My memory hadn't come back at that point. When he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
Well, listen, Makoto. I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I did not say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had to have been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Excuse me, facility use.
Won't let that one go! Auxiliary verbs should not exist.
Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized... Whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance to soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
Got more?
However...
Of course, once I got to the second floor... Okay, so we already read that?
That one.
What was going on? It has to do with Mukuro Yusawa, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. No, you're right, but that just means... Everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Easy, the bear.
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Yusawa was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
No shit, I can't read.
Socrates, scratches, what's the difference?
Faculty, facility, what's the difference?
I hate you all.
That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Peaks Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? It makes it sound like... Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Yusawa. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
What?
Well, yeah, they tried to kill us. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean...
Oh yeah. Stabbing me in my bedroom? Well, why don't we have a clip of your mental breakdown of Sonic Forces? I'll let y'all pick where you want from that.
Oh, were y'all the faculty thing? No, I went back and said facility because it's a callback.
Melon wasn't. There's a clip of it.
Yeah, okay, so Melon... There was a point where consistently when we were playing Persona 5, anytime the word faculty came up, Novell read it as facility. And now, every time I see the word faculty, I say facility to mock Novell.
Thanks.
During the night? I can hear them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The footsteps of the god of death. What? What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the masterminds in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it.
You are just really talking to yourself, aren't you? Only Jack gets to bully Novell, and only Novell gets to talk about a certain ass. We have a system and it works.
But wait, doesn't that create another contradiction? Mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. They're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It's so fucking dramatic. In human history! The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
The end! Now there's only 6. To be continued.
That
Mile and Rocket.
That was a bit of an information dump.
It was. I was kind of waiting until... I was hoping there's going to be a thing like, let's open this door, and then I would stop it, but apparently... it's going to do it for me. But I guess we'll have to continue onwards tomorrow.
Yes.
For the final chapter of the game.
I believe that is the final chapter.
So we have like what, 2 or 3 more streams of this, and then
we usually go through a chapter in about 2 streams, depending.
Every time I look at your chat message, I say, what the? Okay, oh, it's because you're the same color. That's a weird rocket. Also, if I want me to show you the thing after stream, I have to get back to making a tutorial, actually, so I'm not gonna have time. Every second matters. I don't want to train someone, but here I am. Okay, what time is next stream? So next stream is
tomorrow at 8:30 EST PM.
Yes, we usually delay ourselves to 8:45, but that's around there. If you want to know when exactly.
Novell, you would give someone a tutorial? I pity them.
Apparently. Anyway, we have a Discord if you'd like to.
Good night, RC.
Good night, RC. We have a Discord because we always send out an alert there when we're actually live. So if you want to join that and also talk to us, because we prowl there, as we usually do, feel free. Except I'll be working, kind of. Because I used to be late every day.
Used to be, he says.
Yeah, used to be.
Used to be, he says.
We're like that band that you wait to see in concert. Yeah, the show starts at 8:30, but you got an opening act.
Oh, Kiro. Good night,
oh, no.
Kiro.
But I suppose we can go say hello to someone. Y'all got a name? I'll take the first name I see. Be fast, be quick. Banana fish?
Banana fish time?
No,
nice.
We were not on time. We started at 8:45. Sixlet. That's the name I got.
Sixlet.
That was the first one. Oh shit, I almost banned RC. Did not mean to do that.
Can you do that?
Probably.
Probably.
Alright, well, let's go say hi to Sixlet. And let them know that they are under suspicion of a class trial.
Oh. A body has been discovered.
It'll be them. Alright, gang. We will see you tomorrow at the usual time. Goodbye. Mwah. Alright, and to the rest of you, we'll catch you later. Mwah. Again.